don't want people to get this twisted in any sort of way. God will not be angry at you
Yeah,
if you ask
absolutely.
questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions or questioning things in your faith. But I think the important takeaway is that God was reminding Job who is in control.
Yeah,
God was reminding Job that the power is in his hands, not in Job's hands.
yeah,
It's not that God was upset saying, "Oh, how dare you question me?
absolutely.
Where were you?" No, he's saying, "Okay, where were you when I was, if you know what's best, where were you when I
Yeah.
was setting the foundations of the earth?
Yeah.
Where were you when all these things were happening?" He's just reminding him where he stands. And quite frankly, sometimes I need to be reminded
Yeah.
where I stand.
Yeah.
Because if I'm walking through life, I think I'm in control.
Yeah.
God sometimes has to remind me, all right, he needs to sit me down. Do you remember who's in control?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I brought you from?
Yeah.
Do you remember how I created you in your
Yeah.
mother's womb? Like all of these things. God is not upset at Job, and God is not upset at you if you are asking questions in your faith. But I believe, I mean, this can be a reminder for you, even just like it was for Job. God wants us to remember he is in control.
Yeah.
He is all powerful.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to tell Job in that.
Christians, especially, we get caught up in the idea that we can't talk back to God almost. Like it's a bad thing, but it's not a one-way conversation between you and God. It's not that God is telling you something one way and you can't talk back, or you're telling God something one way and he can't talk back. But it's not a sin to say, God, why?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've been there before. I've said, God, why? Like, why do you want me to go to this place? Why did this have to happen? Why did that have to happen?
Yeah.
And every time I've questioned God, he's been faithful to give me an answer.